Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. I am Bill Bolton with BB Insurance, and I am very happy to have our next guest with us. This is Tony Schwartz with Halo Information Systems. Tony's a good friend of mine, and he is the only person that I trust with my IT services. He really is a genius when it comes to this kind of stuff, and I certainly am not. So I rely on him quite a bit. Tony, how are you? Tell us a little bit about your company, and I believe that we're going to talk about a topic that has been a hot item for quite a while now. But introduce yourself, bud. How are you?
Hey man, yeah, I'm doing well. Halo's hopping. Been very busy even through COVID. Halo Information Systems, we provide IT services to small and medium-sized businesses. Anything IT that they need, for the most part, if we don't do it in-house, we have a pretty broad network of people that we can bring in that can help in areas that we don't focus on. We've been in business now for coming up on 19 years. I've personally been in the industry for 31. So we've seen a thing or two.
That's awesome. So again, the topic is going to be cyber liability. It's I've done a few of these already, and it's something that everybody has a question about. And you have a story, and it's an interesting story. I find it interesting, obviously, because I'm a nerd about this.
Yeah. So we've got several instances of things that have happened that would have involved cyber liability for sure. So we have a client that had an owner that was kind of a lone wolf, didn't want to kind of adhere to company policies, etc. And he was on travel. He had his phone with him. It wasn't locked, and he lost it. So unfortunately for him, a hacker found it in the cab that he left it in. And all of the way that he communicated to be able to get finances, for him to be able
Yeah.
to get things on the budget side of things taken care of, was all through email. And he was supposed to, finish the loop with a phone call with the accounting department so that they could, confirm that it was legit and all of that. And he would ghost them. And eventually they would just transfer the money. And it was all fine and good until this event happened. So this hacker spent a little bit of time going through all of the email and getting familiar with the tone and the way that things were presented and how long he would ghost and all of that, and just began the process with the accounting department to have money transferred, and ultimately was able to get them to transfer the money to an account. Now, thankfully, they had cyber insurance, cyber liability insurance, and it was covered in that event. But not all of those stories like that have a happy ending to that degree.
That you're right. That's a great example of social engineering. There is a 1 year, just a few years ago, where I had 5 clients all at the same time going through different types of social engineering claims. And it was really interesting because people are getting more and more creative in the way they can make this happen. They are lucky though, because you've told me this story before, and this happened, 5 or 6 years ago. They're lucky that that was part of their cyber liability policy, because historically it has not been. Social engineering was actually a crime policy. It was under management liability, a totally different, suite of insurance products. But that's really, I'm glad they had it, and I'm glad it's covered. But prime example of social engineering. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure that if you have cyber liability insurance, that social engineering is included in that policy, at least for a sublimit. It's usually $100,000, something like that. That would be your limit. You can buy more, but in any event, Tony, I want to thank you again so much for your time.
Absolutely.
It's been a great day. Thank you to Tony. Thank you for Halo Information Systems, and we will talk to all of you again very soon.
Take care.